Namaste. Thank you for joining me. My name is Izumi. So today we will do Vinyasa. So today we want to focus on the feet and the root. So when you sit, so wherever touching to the mat floor is your root, your buttock. But when you stand, your feet is going to be your root. So we are going to focus on the sense of gravity and stabilizing. Okay, before we begin, we'll start from pranayama. Roll your shoulders back and down a few times to relax your shoulders and rest on your knees. We'll do Gyana Mudra, index finger, thumb tips together. If you can bring your 3 fingers together, it's activated. So bring it together and rest on your knees. Close your eyes. Begin to notice the breath coming in through the nose and going out through the nose. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale, lengthening the spine. And exhale, bring your rib cage inward. Use Ujjayi breath and continue. Notice the cool air coming in through the nose, and warm air goes out through the nose. Continue breathing smoothly. Now find the energy in your center around your pelvic floor, gathering the energy. Now send the energy down to the earth. From pelvic floor, your sitting bone, and to the mat, and to the ground. Imagine to spread your roots to the earth. Let's inhale together. Now send the energy from the pelvic floor through the spine, through the neck, and reach to the top of your head. And exhale. And move the energy from the top of your head through the spine to the pelvic floor and to the earth. Inhale, send the energy up through the spine to the top of your head. And continue this way a few more times. Each inhalation, send the energy up to the top of your head. And over the head, expand the space, reach to the sky. And exhale, send the energy down, downward energy. And continue one more time. Let's together inhale, hands reach out and up. Stretch your hands up to the fingertip, over the head to the sky. And exhale, bring your palms together to heart center. Bow your head. Set your intention or dedication for today's practice. And slowly open your eyes. Okay, let's come to downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, your hips high. and head relax. Feel the stretch to the back of the leg. And today we are focusing on our feet. So when you stand, when you walk, the feet are the body that are touching to the earth, connecting to the earth. So your feet alignment really affect to the all alignments to the whole body. And relax your head. And let's slowly walk towards your hand and grab your elbows and swing side to side. Soften your knees. Just stay there and swing side to side. The meeting didn't start yet. Okay. And slowly release your hands, palms down, step back. And step back to look to your toes open. So you may lift your toes up to see if you can open the toes wide and finding more space between the toes. Now bring your toes down, grounding each toes down. And then inhale, lift your heels. Then exhale, bend your knees, bring your belly towards your thigh. Keep your heels high. And inhale, stretch your leg and maybe bring your heels down to the mat. Continue. And inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, belly to your thigh. Then grounding your heels. And continue a few more times like this. And opening your toes. And stretching the arch of the foot. And last one, heels down. Now walk your hands towards the back. Bend your knees. And bring your right hand down, left hand to the sky and twist. And gaze up. You may stay here or you may do bind the left arm, wrap around your waist and catch your right thigh. Roll your left shoulder back and down. And you may stay here or you may do full bind. Right hand between the leg and connect with your left hand. And roll your left shoulder back and down. And then exhale, release. Other side, the left hand down, right hand to the sky. Bend your left knee a lot. Open the chest, gaze up. Then you may do bind, half bind. Right hand, wrap around your waist and catch your left thigh. Or full bind, left hand between the leg and connect. And exhale, release. And walk forward like an animal, opening the fingers wide, palms down. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog to plank pose, shoulder move over the wrist. Tuck your navel towards the spine. Then exhale, downward facing dog. And continue, inhale, plank, and exhale, downward facing dog. Do a few more times, your own pace. And we'll come to plank pose. Then bring your knee down and bend your elbow towards back. Use your toes. So toes tuck under. Then push your toes forward. Open the toes. Then belly down to the mat. Now bend your bend your knees. Grab your ankle from outside. We'll do Dhanurasana. So try to not open your knees wide. Try to bring your knees hip distance apart. So knee is pointing straight back. So energy move that way, straight back. Then your chest is moving forward. So it's opposite direction, forward and back to kind of ascending the energy in a straight line. All right, exhale, relax, chin down. Inhale, lift up and kick into your hand. So your feet is moving straight back and chest move forward. And let's hold. Now lift your toes up and open the chest. Open the shoulders. And squeeze your glute, lift your thighs away from the mat. One more time, inhale, open. And exhale, let go. Drop your arms by your side, maybe face right side. You can bend your knees, wind wipe your legs right and left. Alright, relax your lower back, glute, front of your thighs. Then release. Stretch your leg, tuck your toes under. Activate your feet and toes, palms under the shoulders. Tuck your navel towards the spine. You will come up to plank pose or downward facing dog or maybe tabletop. And then lift your hips to downward facing dog. And relax your head. Alright, today so stay here in this pose. We are focusing to grounding. So you are very conscious. Opening the toes wide, then focus on the arch to lift it. All right. Slowly walk towards your hand. So we are creating the sense of the foundation and how we can grounding, the rooting down to the earth. All right, soften your knees, round your back, and slowly come up to stand. So you can keep facing to the front of the mat. One facing this way. Open your toes wide. So lift your toes up. So when you lift your toes up, you may notice your foot arch is lifted as well. Right? Now grounding your toes down. Keep lifting the foot arch. Then let's do one more time. Lift your toes up. Then grounding the toes down. Open the toes wide. Now shift your weight to the toes and lift the heels up and the hands reach up to the sky. Balance. Then exhale, slowly lower. So gradually, and notice the foot arch. And inhale, lift. Heels up, activating your toes. Then exhale, slowly lower. Let's do one more time. Inhale, lift your foot arch. Heels up. Then exhale, slowly lower down. And heels down to the mat. And keep lifting your foot arch. We are coming to Samasthiti. Either you can keep your feet hip distance apart or feet together. So second toe is pointing straight forward and grounding your toes down. Then now gather the energy to your center, to the core, pelvic floor, and squeeze your pelvic floor and send the energy through the spine to the neck and top of your head. Then open the space over the head. And same time, grounding from pelvic floor to send the energy through the leg and feet to the earth. And roll your shoulder back and down and relax. And bring your palms together to heart center, Samasthiti. So you are balanced. The energy of downward and upward and side and forward and back. It's balanced. So you are rooting to the earth. So remember how you are standing right now, your intention to stand. Okay, let's do Surya Namaskaram, sun salutation. Imagine of the energy of the sun that you like to cultivate into your life. Hold it it in your mind, in your heart, and move through the poses. Take a big inhale. Hands reach out and up, and palms together at the top. Exhale, swan dive down, bend forward. Inhale, half a lift. And exhale, light leg back. Inhale, bend your left knee, lower the hip, look forward. Exhale, step back, palms under the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Then exhale, chaturanga, bend your elbow towards back. Inhale, upward facing dog, roll your shoulder back and down. And exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. And relax your hand. Inhale, light leg up. Exhale, step forward between your hands. Inhale, lower your hip. And exhale, step forward, feet together. Inhale, half a lift. And exhale, bend forward, relax your hand. Inhale, rise, hands reach out and up. Gaze up. Exhale, bring your palms together to heart center. Let's continue. Inhale, hands reach out and up. Exhale, swan dive down, bend forward. Inhale, half a lift, flat your back. And exhale, plank pose, step back, palms under the shoulders. And engage your core, tuck your navel in. And send the energy from your core pelvic floor to top of your head. And pelvic floor to the feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Then exhale, shift your weight forward first. Then bend your elbow towards back. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. And relax your head. And continue your breath. Just stay there. And smooth breath. In and out. Inhale. Last one. And then exhale. Inhale. Light leg up. Then exhale, bring your knee to the nose, round your back. Inhale, light leg up. And exhale, bring your knee to the nose. And send your knee forward and forward. And step between your hands, runner's lunge. Inhale, lower your hip. And check your knee, light toe position. And lower your hips as much as you can to stretch the front of your left hip. Okay, stay here for one more breath. And notice your left toes open and stretching the foot arch. All right, now grounding your right foot. Then come up to crescent lunge. Bring your hands on your hip so you can pay attention to your hips. So your back heel, I need to come a little bit forward. Yeah, back heel is lifted, right? And then your right knee like to go same direction, your pelvis facing forward. Inhale, hands reach up. Then exhale, tilt your torso forward and reach your both hands back. Continue, inhale, hands reach up. Then exhale, use your tricep, this muscle, to reach your hands back. Continue one more time, inhale. Then exhale, reach your hands back. Then slowly shift your weight forward, warrior 3. Lift your left leg up. So engage your left leg. Push your left heel straight back. You can keep your hands behind you, or maybe palms together to heart center, or reach your hands to the block. If you have a chair, you can hold on to the chair as well. And one more breath. Then exhale, reach your hands down, spread. Lift your left leg high as much as you can. Soften your right knee. And inhale, stretch your left leg up. Then exhale, bring your knee to the knee. Bend your both knees. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to the knee. Use your core to bring your knee forward. Last one, inhale, left leg up. Then exhale, bring your knee to the knee and bring your feet just to hover. Notice your feet, how your right foot is doing. Your right toe opens and try to lift your foot arch. So it's kind of a grounding and also lifting up. It's happening on just one foot. So down energy and upward energy. Now bring your feet, both feet down to the mat. So you have more easier time to rooting yourself down. You have both feet down. Inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, bend your knees, bring your belly to your thigh. And inhale, halfway lift one more time. Then exhale, bend your knees, bring your belly to your thigh. Then we are coming to chair pose, hands to the sky. So your knee will not pass your toes. All right? And lift your hands up and relax your shoulder. Engage your pelvic floor, squeeze and put it up. And squeeze your glute and tuck your navel. Close your lip. All right, and inhale, hands open, reach up. Then exhale, bring your palms together to heart center. Inhale, lift your heels up. So it's more harder to balance the feet, hold the feet down or just one side of the foot. Then bring your heels down. Then this time lift your toes up and notice your foot arch is lifted as well. I mean, both of the foot is down. Then move your toes down and lift your heels. Continue heels down and toes up. And toes down and heels up. One more time. Heels down and toes up. So both of the foot down by lifting your toes and lifting the foot arch. All right, last one. Toes down and heels up and hold. Then slowly, gradually come to toe stand, sitting down to the heels. Then bring your knee together and lower your knees so your shoulder come over the hip. And you may gaze straight forward and balance, or you may challenge to shift your gaze. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Then exhale, rotate your torso to the right and look to your right. Inhale, come back to center. Then exhale, now look to your left side. Then exhale, look forward. Then release, bend forward. And relax your head. Bring your feet apart. Maybe grab your elbows, swing side to side. Or you may walk your hands side to side. Swing your arms. And let go the tension at back of your leg, hamstring, your calf, back of your knees. And stay there. I don't know, my son is keep opening the doors. Okay. Oh, how was it? Okay, this way. All right. So if you have a practice of a Bakasana crow pose, you may do this pose. So Bakasana it's kind of so when you stand, your feet is grounding. So you are rooting down. Then when you have an arm balance pose, your palms is the contact with the earth. So make sure these knuckles down to the mat. Base of the fingers are down to the mat and make it bigger so your foundation is bigger. And hip distance apart. Then rotate your arms out and bend your elbow towards back, knee come onto your tricep. Then leaning forward. So it's a sense of gravity, your palms, right? Then same time you are lifting your hips high using the pelvic floor, using the core to lift your hips, but you are grounding your hands down. You may just lift your one foot off the mat, then switch, or you may lift both feet. When you touch the body part together like a toes, it's easier to balance. Don't look down too much, then move your head forward. And heels close to the buttock. One more breath. And release. Padahastasana. So this pose to release the palms and the wrist. Slide your palms under your feet. And relax your head. Maybe shake your head side to side. Relax your neck. Maybe wiggle your toes to massage your wrist or palms. One more breath. All right. Let's bring the feet together. And inhale. Let's lower ourselves up to stand. Soften your knees, round your back. And let's come up. Alright, Samastutihi, palms together to heart center. So we are going to do the left side. Okay, I'm moving to the top of the mat. And sense of gravity, your feet down, toes open, and grab the ground. And same time lifting. And lift your foot arch. And feel the top of your head to the sky. Let's take a big inhale, hands reach out and up. Exhale, swan dive down, bend forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, plank pose, step back. Palms under the shoulder, open your fingers wide. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Then exhale, chaturanga, bend your elbow towards back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll your shoulder back and down. And exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to the nose, round your back. And one more time, inhale, left leg up. And exhale, bring your knee to the nose and send the knee forward and step between your hands. Runner's lunge. And bend your left knee, lower the hip, and your left knee, left toe goes same direction. As you lower your hip, feel the stretch to the front of your right hip. And open the toes. Your right toe is open and stretching the foot arch. Now keep your feet position like this and come up to crescent lunge. Hands on your hip first. So adjust your pelvis facing forward. Your left toe, left knee goes same direction. And your right heel is lifted. All right? Inhale. Hands reach up. Then exhale. Tilt your torso forward. Use your toe. Push your torso head forward. So it's a nice line from right heel to the top of your head. Diagonal line. Inhale. Hands reach up. Then exhale. Forward. Inhale. Engaging your right toes and right foot. And last one. Now, move forward. Shift your weight, warrior 3. So engage your upper leg in the air, any standing balance pose. So in the air, leg in the air to engage. Push your heels straight back. And you may have a support with a chair or block to the floor. One more breath. And then exhale, release your hands down, spread. Lift your right leg high. Soften your left knee and head relax. Maybe bring your knee to the nose. And again, engage your upper leg. Maybe point your toes or push your heels out. One more breath. And inhale, lift your right leg high. Then exhale, bend your both knee, bring your knee to the knee. And one more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, bring your knee to the knee and hold. And notice your left foot, toes wide, grounding. So footprint is a grounding, but the lifting your foot arch. So upward energy and downward energy. Now bring your feet together so you have a more support. Both feet is down to the mat. And inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, bend your knee, bend forward, relax your head. And inhale, halfway lift. And last one, exhale, bend your knees and belly to your thigh, head relax. And inhale, let's come to chair pose. Your knees stay over the foot and bend your knees and the hands to the sky. Chair pose. And zip your legs together, use your pelvic floor, tuck your navel and close your lip. And inhale, open the chest and the hands reach out. Then exhale, reach, bring your right hand under the left arm. Okay, let me face this way. So it's going to be eagle, right hand under the left arm. Interlace your arms together. Then shift your weight to the left foot. So make sure your feet is grounded, your toes open. Then lift your right leg up and over and just across the leg. Or you can place your toe over the left foot or interlace your legs together. And inhale, lift your elbows up. But you are sinking down. So your left foot ground into the earth. And gaze focus one spot. Remember upward energy, squeezing the legs together. And use the pelvic floor to lift the spine. And then exhale, grounding. One more breath. And exhale, release. Feet together, more support. And inhale, open the chest. So when you have both feet down, you are more supported. And exhale, swan dive down, bend forward. Soften your knees. Now left hand under the right arm. Interlace your arms together. And inhale, lift your elbows up. And exhale, bend your knees, sink down like a chair pose. Now open your right toe wide and place your toes down to the mat. Then lift your left leg up and over the cross, or bring your left toe down to the mat, or interlace your legs together. And face forward, your torso is facing straight forward. And inhale, lift your elbows up. And exhale, sink down to the pose. Tuck your navel and notice your pelvic floor. So from pelvic floor to send energy down, and pelvic floor to reach to the top of your head. One more breath. And exhale, release. Bring your feet together. Inhale, hands reach out and up, open the chest. Feel the expansion of the chest. So now your arm is free and chest is free. Then exhale, swan dive down, bend forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, bend forward and relax your head. Then slowly lower your hips and roll onto your back. And just do a few round of lower back and force to let go the tension of the leg. You can shake your legs, just relax. And 3, 2, 1, and lift to Navasana. Bring your belly towards your thigh and relax your shoulders. Inhale. So your buttock, it's not even tailbone. Yeah, maybe close to tailbone. Grounding to the earth. That's the connect to the earth right now. Then from your core to lengthen the spine and top of your head reach up. And now your feet is up as well. And lift your toes up. Then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your toes up. Then exhale, bend your knee, lower. Last one, inhale, lift your toes up. So you can see your toes, you can open your toes, you can control the toes. All right, you may stay here, or you may release your hands to balance, or you may bend your knees to hold, or you may hands on the back to hold. Then zip your legs together using a pelvic flow. Inhale, lift your chest and hold. 5, 4, big smile and relax your face. Relaxing helps to hold in difficult time. And 3, 2, 1, and release. Cross your leg. Inhale, lift your hands up and stretch, especially lower back, especially stretching the lower back. Then exhale, twist to the left side. Right hand comes to your left knee. Then left hand to the back, or catch your right thigh. And you may tilt your head to stretch the neck. Inhale, hands reach up. Then exhale, twist to the other way. And you may tilt your head. Inhale, hands reach up. Then exhale, release your hands to the mat. Okay, bring your feet together at the corners, and I'm just facing this way. You can face to either this way or that way. Okay, and open your knees wide and pata 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 pata. Relaxing the inner thigh and the hip joint, and roll your shoulder back and down. All right, grab your knees or legs, any parts of the body. Inhale, push your chest forward and arch your back and look up. Then exhale, put yourself back. You are holding your legs so you won't fall. So it's a great stretch to the upper back and shoulder, the neck. And continue one more time. Inhale, push your chest forward and look up. Then exhale, round your back. And come to center. All right, now I need to face this way and bend your knees. Zip your legs together. And use your core to slowly roll yourself down to the mat. Each vertebrae at a time. All right, head down and shoulder down. And bend your knees, plant your feet down to the mat. We'll do Setu Bandhasana bridge pose. Heels hip distance apart, your feet is parallel. Now notice your feet, grounding your feet, toes down, and lifting your foot arch. What will happen when you lift your foot arch? When you drop your foot arch, what will happen? Think when you drop your foot arch, your legs internally rotate and knees come closer. Then when you Lift your foot arch, your knee aligned. Okay, so now kneecap is pointing straight up to the sky and the hands by your side. So keep lifting your foot arch and tuck your navel towards the spine and your lumbar press down to the earth, to the mat. Engage your pelvic floor and inhale, lift your hips. And reach your hands over the head into the mat. Then exhale, slowly lower. Each vertebra at a time, and notice your lumbar rest on the mat. Then relax your pelvic floor. Then when you lift, engage your pelvic floor again. Lift your hips, open the chest. Then exhale, slowly lower. And relax your pelvic floor. And continue a few more times. Inhale. Notice your arms as well. As you move your arm, your shoulders opening. Last one. Inhale, lift your hips up. And hands reach over the head and hold your hips in the air. Then bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers behind you and press your arms down. And pinch your shoulder blade closer, shoulder away from your neck, ear, so you can lengthen the neck. Now, bring attention to your feet. Open your toes wide and place your toes down. And inhale, lift your heels up. Keep your hips high and bring your heels down. And inhale, lift your toes up and toes down. And lift your heels up. We'll continue this way. So bring awareness to your feet, how your feet is moving. Toes up and toes down. And heels up and heels down. And toes up and toes down. Last one, heels up and hold. And squeeze the pelvic floor, then relax. Squeeze the pelvic floor and relax. Continue. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And reach your hands over the head. Heels up and lift up more and more. And on your exhalation, slowly lower yourself each vertebra at a time. And notice the lumbar come down on the mat. And you may hug your knee to the chest. And circle your knees in clockwise. Now your sacrum rests on the mat on the earth. As you circle your knees, notice the body part is massaging. And the earth will mat and your glute, your lower back. It's nice pressure, a nice massage. And change the direction of the circle. And come to center. All right, let's come to figure 4. Left heel come front of your right thigh. And you may flex your feet or you may point your toes. Then bring your right knee towards you. So notice when you flex or when you point your toes, is it different place, different muscle or ligament is stretching? So are there any difference? Just notice. Just to bring awareness. Now notice your lower back resting on the mat. and your shoulders relax to the mat. Now we are lifting straighten the right leg. Straighten the right leg. You can interlace your fingers behind your right thigh, and point your toes and flex. Point your toes and flex. So notice where you are stretching when you point your toes, then flex. So it feels different part is stretching. So when you point your toes, you may feel the stretch to the front of your leg. Then when you when you flex, you may stretch the back of your leg. And then whichever you like to stretch, just do so, flex. If you like to stretch the back of your knees, hamstring, calf, flex. All right, inhale. Now lift your leg, stretch the leg. Then exhale, bend your knee and drop your heel down and bounce and relax. One more time. Inhale. I like flexing, so push your heels out. Then exhale, bend your knee and drop. Relax. Now roll onto your right side. So same figure 4. Right leg come all the way down, maybe left foot as well. And stretch your arm to the side and look to your left side. And right hand, hug your left knee to the chest. So it's a great stretch to your left lower back, glute, left thigh, side and back. Then each exhalation, notice you can relax more. You can stretch more. Then slowly come back to center. Figure 4 on the other side. This time, right heel front of your left thigh. And bring your left knee towards you. And open your left knee out. Sorry, right knee out and left knee towards you. Notice your lower back resting on the mat. And notice your shoulders, head relax on the mat. And resting on the earth. Now let's straight our left leg. You can interlace your fingers back of your left thigh. And you may point your toe and flex. Do a few more times to stretch front and back of your leg. All right. Now push your left heel to the sky. Then exhale, drop your heel down and bounce and relax. One more time. Inhale, push your left heel up and stretch the back of your leg. And exhale, let go your heel and relax and drop. And roll onto your left side. Go gradually. And left leg come all the way down. Maybe light foot as well. Stretch your arm to the side and look to your right hand. And left hand hug your right knee to the chest. And lengthening this lower back on right side and glute and side and back of your leg. Awareness to your breath and deepen your breath and increase the relaxation as you exhale. And slowly come back to center. Alright, let's do inversion poses. Inversion poses, halasana, shoulder stand, and fish pose. So if you know the poses, please go ahead. And otherwise, you can follow my instruction. So you may roll yourself, come up, roll back and forth, and use momentum to go to halasana. Roll back and toes over the head. Maybe touch to the floor, or maybe in the air. And grab the outer edge of the mat. So you stretch the both hands to the back. So leg hands is opposite direction. You may interlace your fingers behind you. So when you come to Halasana, don't move your head, please. Just keep this practice safe. Nice release to your lower back, shoulders, and neck. Okay, moving to shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. Palms on your lower back, legs 90 degrees up. And look to your toes. So this is inversion pose. So really upside down. So usually your feet is grounding and connecting parts to the earth. But now your shoulders, your upper back is connecting part to the earth. Your palm is supporting on your lower back. So it's a nice support. Alright, bend your knees. And slowly lower your hips to the mat. Moving to fish pose. So legs straight and bring your elbows to the mat. So your palms under your buttock, palm facing down to the mat. Okay, now roll your shoulders under. So pinch your shoulder blade closer, lift your chest and look up, or maybe back of your head down to the mat. Opening the chest and the front of the neck. And slowly lower down. And hug your knee to the chest. And gently roll side to side. You may do happy baby Ananda Balasana. Open your knees wide, bend your knees, grab your feet. Make sure to relax your head. And notice your neck and spine is aligned. And resting your lower back to the mat. And your feet is parallel to the ceiling. As you lower your knees, your lower back relaxes. Relax your inner thigh, glute, your ab and belly. One more breath. And release. Cross your leg right over the left, and bring your knee to the right side and twist. And look to your left. And do the other side. Cross your leg left over the right and drop your knee to the left. Twist. And release the tension at your lower back. And relax your tension around your shoulders. When you are ready, come to Shavasana. Last pose for this practice. Lie down to the mat, heels apart. Relax, your toes open to the side. Rotate your arms, palm face up to the sky. And relax your jaw, soften your lips. Relax your eyes and eyebrows. And let go all the wrinkles away from your face. And soften your expression. Feel the gravity on your back sink down to the earth. Gently bring your awareness to your fingertips and toes. Invite small movements and reach your hands over the head. And let's stretch from toes to fingertip. And remember your feet, how you connected to the earth, how you reach the top of your head to the sky. Now, stretch from toes to fingertips. Take a big inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth. Exhale. Bring your knee to the chest. Give a nice hug to yourself. Thanks to your body and mind. Appreciate what you have today. And roll on your right side. Stay here for a moment. Mind free. Bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Keep your eyes closed. Let's take a big inhale together. Hands reach out and up. And feel energized. Then exhale, bring your palms together to heart center. Keep this quiet mind with you. Be conscious of your thought and action and words towards more compassion to others and to yourself. And thank you very much for letting me guide through your practice and joining your energy here today. Divine in me bow to the divine in you. Namaste. And thank